Demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
That's a good point, actually.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes?
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
Oh, good to know. Good to know.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Donegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, milady. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted.
Which is good
the
enough.
islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Ask about the purpose of the
My
expedition.
husband was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Donegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent.
Gave
I
him
mean
some
to
energy,
show no
I guess.
disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition. But your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into again?
I am sorry, milady, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
No?
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a
Mixture
question
of
for your
both.
superiors. Dismissed, soldier.
But he took the, I mean,
Looks
first
like
he
I'm
did,
going on an
he took the
expedition.
fight response.
Thank you, milady.
Was gonna go help, and then heard a giant rock slide, so it was like, well, I can't do this by myself. Let's go get some help. Searching for Constantin. I think the first quest can take the back burner at the moment. Let's go find Constantin and see what he's up to. This guy likes to get himself into a whole lot of trouble. I'll head back home, travel from there. No point running 380 meters when you can travel a shorter distance. All the way over here. Like, dude, that's pretty far. He must have had a lot of energy to want to travel that far. I would have been like, no, I'm gonna lay in bed. I mean, especially when you have a illness like what they have, and it looks like it causes people to get pretty emaciated, and looks like they go blind. Well, not really that emaciated, just a bit. I mean, probably have a hard time eating when you're as sick as they are. Okay. We could probably skip those beasts.
This is the camp that Constantin's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope the Donegad and your cousin survived the fight.
It looks
Search
like a
the
battlefield. Yeah, the
Let's see if we
tents
can
are
find any
kinda
clues as to what happened here.
messed up.
Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses.
So they
The tents
had
are
grabbed their
macerated
weapons.
by what
Yep,
looks
people are
like
dead
claws.
inside.
And there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts? Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and animals were amongst the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of the presence of Constantin
No
or
bodies?
Katisak. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
Oh, bodies of animals? Probably bodies of animals. There is definitely human
This
bodies
area has
around.
been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the area and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katisak and Constantin
Ooh,
began.
level 23.
It isn't really a place of a cult,
Beast essence.
but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. But there are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find.
Let's use our skill points. Shoot. Should we go, more into, what? Our guns? Actually, let's go more into magic, since that's what I actually use a whole lot more. Lightning dash. Or... I guess we can go in a lightning dash. Do we have any attributes, talents? Nope. Let's see, spells. Oh.
A crater, without a doubt, caused
How do
by
I
an
use lightning
explosive
dash?
action. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly to the end. Neither Constantin nor Katisak are amongst them. This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Katisak have found a better means to alleviate Constantin's symptoms? Constantin and Katisak must have been visiting this place, perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened and many fell during the fight, but a group escaped down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Well, then let me in here. Nice. Is that not the way in? Maybe not. Down this way. I gotta be here somewhere. Either dead or alive. I bet the
More
healer's
tracks.
dead.
Footprints. The ones who got away fled this way.
Ooh, a tree is on
Strange.
fire?
These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat.
Well, they're still
These
on
weapons are
fire.
in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against? Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
A dragon?
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
Close to it. Issa rechne stiri.
Let's see if you can ward off this fight.
Ah, there we go.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spell.
Oh, what is over here?
Bit of poison
Oh.
on my blade.
You were sleeping, I guess?
Take a potion if you want to cast more spell.
More signs of an explosion. Can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions.
It's probably
More
not
footprints.
our,
It looks as if a group met
our
up
soldiers.
and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only corpses of our own men. Where could these other soldiers have come from?
I should let me loot these bodies.
There are footprints. Only a handful made it up here. The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantin or Katasak.
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. But what could have happened here? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. These vials look familiar. Katasak used the very same to stock his potions. He came all the way here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantin. What have you gotten yourself into again? According to this note, This troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge be in some way linked to this attack? That makes no sense. Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantin and Katazak definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual. But they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Katazak.
Unless he himself was behind it. He's a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantin captive, he can now apply leverage to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. Regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. Perhaps we could return to Wenxavier in order to learn more. Katazak may have returned there. His Voglandaig might be able to tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers participated in the combat. Or at least the end of it. They must have some stories to tell us.
That trail seems a better one to follow. Katazak is a good man, but the soldiers and the lions have already betrayed you.
That is true. But I do not see how they could have made these animals obey them. However, one way or another, Constantin is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.